Welcome, fellow time wanderers, to our podcast, which is today about time traveling. The podcast where we dive deep into the mysteries of the universe, one tick of the clock at a time. Here is your host, sending love to you all. And today we're tackling one of humanity's most tantalizing obsessions: time travel. Is it possible? What does science say? How does philosophy twist our minds around it? And let's not forget the thrill of science fiction and those blockbuster movies that make us dream of jumping through timelines.
We'll explore time travel from scientific foundations, like Einstein's relativity and quantum weirdness, to philosophical conundrums that question free will and reality itself. Then, we'll sprinkle in some pop culture magic from films that have shaped our imaginations. By the end, you might just question if you're living in the right timeline. Stick around. This episode is about 25 minutes of mind-bending fun. Let's jump in.
The scientific lens. Is time travel physically possible? First off, let's ground this in science. Time travel isn't just the stuff of wild dreams. It's been pondered by physicists for over a century. It all starts with Albert Einstein and his theory of special relativity in 1905. Einstein showed that time isn't absolute. It's relative to your speed and gravity. The faster you go, the slower time passes for you compared to someone standing still. Think about it. If you hopped on a spaceship traveling near the speed of light, say 99% of it, and zipped around for what feels like a year to you, decades might pass back on Earth. This is time dilation, and it's not hypothetical. It's been proven. Astronauts on the International Space Station age slightly slower than us ground dwellers because they're moving faster and experiencing weaker gravity. GPS satellites even account for this relativistic effect to stay accurate. But that's forward time travel, right? What about going backward? Einstein's general relativity from 1915 opens that door with gravity's warp on spacetime. Imagine spacetime as a fabric. Massive objects like stars bend it, creating gravity. Extreme bends could form wormholes, theoretical tunnels connecting distant points in space. Or time. Physicist Kip Thorne, who consulted on the movie Interstellar, popularized this. A wormhole stabilized by exotic matter, stuff with negative energy, which we haven't found yet, could let you enter one end in 2025 and exit in, say, 1950. But here's the catch. Creating or traversing one might require energy equivalent to a black hole, and we'd risk paradoxes or the wormhole collapsing. Quantum mechanics adds more spice. Particles can behave as if they're in multiple places at once. Superposition. Some theories, like those from David Deutsch, suggest quantum computers could simulate backward time travel via closed time-like curves. Loops in space-time where you could revisit the past without changing it. But Stephen Hawking was skeptical. He proposed the chronology protection conjecture, arguing the universe prevents time travel to avoid paradoxes, like killing your grandfather before you're born. Recent developments? In 2023, researchers at the University of Cambridge simulated wormholes using quantum processors, but it was informational, not physical travel. And in 2024, experiments with light in photonic crystals showed time-like reflections, hinting at manipulating time at tiny scales. Still, no one's booking a ticket to the dinosaurs yet. Science says forward is feasible. Backward is a maybe, wrapped in math and uncertainty. So if physics teases us with possibilities, what does that mean for our understanding of existence? That's where philosophy steps in.
The philosophical vortex, paradoxes, free will, and the nature of time. All right. Let's shift gears to philosophy, where time travel isn't about equations but existential headaches. Philosophers have debated time since ancient Greece. Heraclitus said you can't step in the same river twice because time flows onward. But time travel flips that. What if you could? The big bad wolf here is the grandfather paradox. Coined by sci-fi writer René Barjavel in 1943, it goes like this. You travel back and accidentally, Or intentionally, kill your grandfather before your parent is born. Poof, you never exist. But if you don't exist, how did you time travel to kill him? It's a logical loop that suggests backward time travel is impossible or that the universe self-corrects. Solutions? One is the many worlds interpretation from quantum physics, popularized by Hugh Everett. Every choice branches into parallel universes. So, you kill Grandpa in one timeline, but your original self comes from another where he lived. No paradox, just infinite yous. Another view, Novikov's self-consistency principle. The past is fixed. Any attempt to change it fails or was always part of history. Like in 12 Monkeys, where Bruce Willis's actions in the past were predestined. This ties into determinism versus free will. If time travel exists, does that mean the future is set in stone? Determinism says yes, everything's a chain of cause and effect. Laplace's demon, a thought experiment from the 1800s, imagines a being knowing every particle's position could predict the future perfectly. Time travel would let you peek, but changing it? Philosophers like David Lewis argue you can't. You'd just fulfill what's already written. On the flip side, libertarians, not the political kind, defend free will. We make genuine choices, paradoxes be damned. Immanuel Kant might say time is a human intuition, not objective, so traveling through it questions reality itself. Eastern philosophies add flavor. In Hinduism and Buddhism, time is cyclical, kalpas of creation and destruction. Time travel? Just reincarnation skipping beats. Zen might call it illusion. Past, present, future are one. Modern thinkers like J.L. Borges in his stories explore time as a garden of forking paths, infinite and branching. Or Ted Chiang's Story of Your Life, Basis for Arrival, where seeing the future doesn't change it but enriches the present. Philosophically, time travel forces us to ask, is time linear, like an arrow? Block-like, where all moments exist eternally? Or malleable? It challenges identity. Who are you if you alter your past? Ethics, too. Should we meddle? Imagine fixing historical atrocities, but at what cost to the timeline? Heavy stuff, right? But philosophy without fun is dry. Let's lighten up with science fiction and movies, where these ideas come alive on screen.
Sci-fi and silver screen. Time travel in stories and films. Now for the juicy part. Science fiction and popular movies. Sci-fi has been time traveling since H.G. Wells' The Time Machine in 1895, where a Victorian inventor leaps to a dystopian future with Morlocks and Eloi. Wells blended Darwinism with social commentary, warning of class divides echoing through time. Fast forward to the 20th century, Ray Bradbury's A Sound of Thunder, 1952, introduces the butterfly effect. Step on a prehistoric bug, alter history forever. Chaos theory in narrative form. But movies, they make time travel visceral. Start with Back to the Future, 1985, directed by Robert Zemeckis. Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, zaps to 1955 in a DeLorean, accidentally preventing his parents' meeting. It's pure fun with paradoxes. Fading photos show timeline changes. Scientifically loose, flux capacitor, anyone? But it nails the thrill and stakes. The trilogy explores multiverses lightly, like Biff's alternate 1985. Then there's The Terminator, 1984, by James Cameron. Arnold Schwarzenegger's cyborg hunts Sarah Connor to prevent her son John's birth. It's a closed loop. The future war sends the Terminator, which inspires the resistance. Philosophy? Predestination. Sequels like Terminator 2 add Judgment Day twists, questioning if we can break cycles. For mind-benders, 12 Monkeys, 1995 by Terry Gilliam. Bruce Willis time jumps from a plague-ravaged future to stop the virus. Inspired by La Jetée, it's a Mobius strip of fate. No escaping destiny. Psychiatric themes blur reality and delusion. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, 2014, grounds it in science. Matthew McConaughey's Cooper enters a black hole, experiences time dilation. An hour on a planet equals years on Earth, and communicates backward via gravity. Consulted by Kip Thorne, it's visually stunning. Tesseracts and five-dimensional beings. Philosophically, it's about love transcending time. Don't forget Doctor Who, the BBC series since 1963 with the TARDIS, a time-traveling police box. The Doctor regenerates, fights Daleks across eras, embodying whimsy and peril. Episodes like Blink with Weeping Angels play with fixed points in time. Recent hits, Avengers Endgame 2019 uses Quantum Realm for heists across timelines, sidestepping paradoxes with branches. Or Tenet 2020, Nolan again, with inverted entropy, objects moving backward. It's confusing but brilliant, like fighting your future self. Sci-fi books, too. Audrey Niffenegger's The Time Traveler's Wife, 2003, treats it as a genetic disorder, focusing on romance and loss. Or Connie Willis's Doomsday Book, 1992, historians time-jumping to the Black Death, ethics of observation versus intervention. These stories humanize the abstract. They warn of hubris, don't mess with time, celebrate curiosity, and explore regret. What if you could redo life? Pop culture democratizes big ideas, making wormholes relatable over popcorn. From Wells to Wakanda, time travel captivates because it mirrors our desires. Fix mistakes, see wonders, cheat death.
Blending perspectives, where science, philosophy, and fiction meet. So, how do these threads intertwine? Science provides the how with relativity and quanta, philosophy the why and should we, and fiction the what if that sparks innovation. Consider Hawking's Party for Time Travelers. He hosted one in 2009, publicized after, so only future folk could attend. No one showed. Proof against? Or just bad invites? Ethically, fiction warns. In Looper, 2012, assassins close loops by killing future selves. Identity crisis galore. Philosophers like Nick Bostrom ponder simulation theory. Maybe time travel is code hopping in a sim. Scientifically, fiction inspires. Interstellar's black hole visuals, advanced CGI, and even physics papers. NASA's wormhole research echoes sci-fi. But risks? If backward travel's possible, could it cause universe-ending feedback? Philosophers debate moral imperatives. Save Lincoln? Stop wars? But butterfly effects could worsen things. In quantum terms, entanglement might allow time travel of information, as in delayed choice experiments where future measurements affect past states. Mind-blowing. Culturally, time travel reflects anxieties. Regret in rom-coms like About Time, 2013, Apocalypse in Edge of Tomorrow, 2014. It's escapism with depth. As AI advances, virtual time travel via simulations could become real. Relive history in VR. Philosophically, is that true travel?
Whew, what a journey! From Einstein's curves to Marty's guitar solos, time travel captivates because it probes our core. Mortality, choice, wonder. Science says forward yes, backward maybe. Philosophy urges caution amid paradoxes. Fiction? It dreams big, reminding us stories shape reality. If time machines arrive, I'd visit the Renaissance, chat with Da Vinci. You? Thanks for tuning into our podcast. Subscribe, rate, share your time travel tales on socials. Until next time, may your timelines be kind.